Alright guys, this is a little bit of a different video, but I'm mainly doing this because I had no time to work out. Today I, worked from 7 to, no, not even 7, like 6 to 4. I didn't get home until nearly 5. Then I went to a local feast with some of my friends, and that was chill. But basically, I wanted to make this video, or at least this day 4 video. I don't know if I would consider this a lock-in video, because I don't know, I might consider because like the lock-in videos, they consist of me going to the gym, going to the track, and maybe some lock-in videos are going to be rest days, but I'm not entirely sure because everyone needs rest. So I think I'm going to have rest days on like Sunday or every Sunday or something. But I wanted to make this video to make it clear why I am making this channel. Well, I've had this channel for a bit, but I'm gonna make basically a explanation onto why I started this, why I'm doing this every single day, and I'm going to the gym, I'm going to the track, and I'm doing all that stuff. So the reason I'm doing this, or let's start from why I post it. I post this online every single day, or I try my best to, because that's like a good way of keeping myself consistent, because I don't know, it's like it feels like an achievement every day I'm just able to post a new video and show that I'm still trying. Because one thing I struggle with is giving up. I give up when I'm nowhere near the finish line. I give up when I could still be going harder and further than I ever could. And that's what I really want to try doing. I want to try pushing my limit. I want to try being the best person I possibly can, because I've just felt like for years and years I haven't been the best person in any sense, physically, mentally, spiritually, or anything like that. And I feel like I can't be perfect, but if perfection doesn't exist, then growth is everlasting. So I basically just want to build my body up, be able to have the strength, be able to do all that stuff. Like sports, I struggled with sports because football freshman year, 120 pounds, anyone could just like throw me around. It's football. They can just boom right to the chest, and gosh, that would hurt for months. Or just not fast enough for track, or not fast enough for football, not fast enough for basketball, or don't have the skill for football. Because I want to basically not master, but be able to say that I'm able to do everything well, be able to do everything with pride and with dignity, and do it to the best of my ability. Because there's just so much I feel like I have left out on, or I've just unincluded myself because I thought, oh, I'm not strong enough. Oh, I don't have this experience. I don't have any of this. And I've had people in my life tell me that this won't go far for you. This sport won't go far for you. There's people who have done this since they were born. There's people who have more money. There's people that have more something than you. And the truth is, everyone's going to have something that you don't have. There's always going to be someone who's stronger. There's always going to be someone who's taller. There's going to always be someone who has more fame. Always going to be someone who has more money, or just a person who has more of something than you. And one of the things you have to do is acknowledge that. Acknowledge that, yeah, you may not be perfect, but at least you've tried. And that's what I'm going after. I've been in such a slump. I've just felt like I've just been lazy. I've felt where I was helpless. I have had no one. And no one is going to be there for you in the end of the day aside from yourself. So if you can't lean on yourself, then who else can you lean on? And that's why I do this every single day, because I love this. I love being able to do stuff for people, whether that be motivating them through this, making people happier, being able to do something to the full extent for them. I know right now I'm only doing, going to the gym and practicing sports, but I want to be able to do way more and just be useful. And that sounds kind of like a pity or something where I'm like, oh, I just want to feel like it makes me sound like I'm almost making myself a utility, but that, I don't know what it is. I just really love being able to do stuff for other people that makes them happy. Because I always feel so helpless when I'm not able to, like, if I hear something about a friend or something and they, got in a fight or something, never happened, but they got in a fight, they lost this, they lost that, or if they need money for something, I always want to be there and just be like, hey, you can rely on me. I will be there for you to the best of my ability. For the most part, I'm able to give really good advice, and I don't know, I feel like I've been doing good on that part. It's just everything else. Like, people aren't gonna love you just because you can say you're there for someone all the time, but they can just not care. I mean, from my experience this summer, this has really showed me I've had really only one friend reach out to me this whole summer so far, and it's depressing. It's hard realizing that people are only there for you because of certain factors, of if you're just their friend because you know them mutually through school, if you know them because you let them borrow this, they let you do that, and all this. But I'm not gonna be envious or have hatred towards them, because I know if they had to use me and they felt like they needed to, they need it more than me, obviously. People judge choices without knowing decisions, so why judge the homeless man who's stealing when he didn't have any other choice? I mean, I know that's a bad thing. I'm not promoting any stealing of any sorts, but I'm just saying, it's like there are so many people who are not as fortunate as you. There are so many people who wish they can do stuff that you can do, and all you can do is just sit down and do nothing all day, and you just think all day, just, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Go after it. I mean, that's why I'm starting this. I love the grind. I love being able to feel like I've ascended. I've gone higher up. I've been not in like a ranking of people, but I just feel like I'm a better version of myself than I was said years ago, where there was another version of me where I couldn't do a push-up, I couldn't do a pull-up, I couldn't run that fast, I couldn't think that fast. Another thing I think I'm gonna start doing in this is, you can't just be focused on every physical thing. You have to be, to really improve yourself, you have to be thinking of everything. You have to be thinking about not just your physical well-being, but your mental and spiritual. So that's why I think I'm gonna add a couple of things where I'm just basically learn, like almost like school, where they're just trying to teach you stuff. And one thing I really like during school is not when a teacher would teach something, but when they would make absolutely no sense, and you would just be like, oh gosh, this determines my grade. If I can't figure something out myself, I'm gonna fail this, and I'm gonna have to redo it, and it's gonna be a whole thing. I love being at the edge and have to figure it out myself, because then my head starts hurting, but then at the end I know I have truly learned how to do something. Because all of this stuff that's been brought up, like all this AI stuff, like, don't get me wrong, AI can be used in super good ways, but in other ways, it's, from my experience, it's just turned people into, basically turned them into robots. They don't speak to people. They, like, the only thing they'll speak to, or they'll try getting advice, not from their family, not from their friends, not from anyone else. They'll get advice from literal AI bots. And I know this personally, because I've done this before, and I know there's tons of other people who are out there doing this. And I want to be, because I grew up just super, like, antisocial. I never really talked to anyone, and still now I might seem a little shy, but I want to come out of that bubble. I want to actually be out there and show people who and what I am. And I've always felt like I'm not doing good enough. I've always felt like I could do something better. I've struggled with tons of things. I've struggled with depression. I have struggled with anxiety, lust. I'm still coming over that. And yeah, basically, now this is just a longer video. Probably going to be my longest video for a little bit. But basically, wanted to give you guys a video. I know I don't have any viewers yet, but sooner or later it's gonna happen. So thank you for watching along, and I'll try doing my best to post tomorrow. It might be a little bit harder because I'm seeing my dad tomorrow at 3, so if I were to try going to the gym, I'd have to go like early in the morning or something like that. Track, I could probably go to the track before he picks me up. It really depends on what goes on at my house. So stay tuned for that. If you like this video or like any of my content, just like and subscribe. This would really just help me keep on going. So see you guys later.